Hello everyone, we are from KKCE4733 Urban Transport Planning. Our group member is NURALESSA binti Abu Bakar, SYABILA binti HASMI and MUHAMAD IKHWAN bin HANIFAH. Today we would like to discuss on case study in Kajang, District Selangor. Our lecturer is Associate Prof. Dr. Muhammad Nazri bin Borhan.
Assalamualaikum and good evening. For our project, our chosen case study is located in Kajang, Selangor. Kajang is the district capital of Hulu Langat, has gained prominence with rapid urbanization. It has reached maximum capacity of traffic in suburban areas. According to statistics, the population within MPKJ area is approximately around 1.2 million people as of 2025, with a growing average annual rate of 1.81% towards 2035. According to Traffic Index, Kajang 2025 traffic data demonstrates a positive trend with average congestion level of 29.4%, which is 2 pp lower than in 2024 for Kajang City. Meanwhile, in Kajang Metro, it has a slightly higher average congestion rate of 30.1%, but still is 1.2 pp lower than in 2024. Therefore, this study is conducted to analyze the current problem of transportation in Kajang Selangor. The objectives are to comprehensively analyze the existing transportation problem, to effectively integrate the four-step transport model to forecast future transport demand, and lastly, to propose short-term and long-term planning for Kajang's current urban transport planning problem. There are a lot of public transport infrastructure provided in Kajang, one of it being the well-known MRT Kajang line, MRT Kajang Stadium. There are also KTM Kajang, Kajang Bus Terminal, Rapid Care on Demand. There are also a feeder bus MRT bus provided, which is T451, T461, T462, and T463. Currently, Kajang has 4 major expressways that handle both traffic from Kuala Lumpur to Seremban and local dispersal, which are Kajang Silk Highway, Jeras Kajang Expressway, Lekas Highway, and Kajang Bypass. The first identified problem in Kajang is traffic congestion. Kajang experiences low level of service, especially during peak hours, particularly near the UKM main entrance. Heavy commuter traffic from Bandar Baru Bangi and Kajang town contributes to severe congestion. According to a recent study, 15 intersections in Kajang operate the LOSD2 app. Traffic flow is unstable and coarse, making congestion the main urban transport issue. The primary cause is closely spaced intersections with poor traffic signal coordination. The next one is first and last mile gap. Kajang has a poor first and last mile connection to MRT and KTM stations. Many residents, especially students, still rely on private vehicles to access stations. Unsafe and uncomfortable walking conditions, such as broken pavements, no shade, poor signage, and long walking distances discourage access. On top of that, weather conditions in Malaysia further reduce walkability. Even though feeder buses are provided, it is unreliable due to traffic congestion, making public transport less practical for daily use. The next one is parking saturation and curbside chaos. Kajang's high car dependency has caused curbside chaos, especially near MRT stations. Limited parking leads to widespread illegal curbside parking. Parked vehicles reduce effective lane weight, disrupting traffic flow and feeder buses. Car parks at LRT, MRT, and KTM stations fill up by 7:30 a.m., causing spillover to nearby roads. Therefore, narrow major arteries worsen congestion and delay public transport services. The next problem is public transport fragility. The Khazanah Research Institute study shows that despite overall growth, many public transport services face declining ridership. This reflects a weakening system performance, pushing commuters back toward private vehicle use. Commuters perceive public transport as functional yet vulnerable, shaped by journey experience, service reliability, and social or environmental conditions. Frequent disruptions at KTM and MRT stations, such as delays, busy services, and poor information during interruptions, undermine user confidence. Recent KTMB service disruptions, including overhead power line failures between Salak Selatan and Serdang, have repeatedly paralyzed KTM commuter services to Kajang. The next one is inelastic microtransit. Rapid on-demand faces crawling issues despite being designed to solve first and last mile access. The fare increases to RM2 February 2026 has not reduced demand. Peak hour demand exceeds supply, making locations frequently unavailable. Students and suburban residents such as UKM, Taman University, and Sungai Ramal depend on their service due to limited bus access and high e-hailing costs. Geofencing limits prevent trips to destinations just outside the service area. And the last one is pedestrian vulnerability and infrastructure network. Kajang hosts a large student population due to institutions such as UKM, GMI, and College Polytechnic. Most students are non-car owners and are heavily affected by poor road and pedestrian conditions. Discontinuous or missing walkways force students to walk on road shoulders or grass near high-speed traffic. The area between KTM Camp Station and nearby bus stops lacks safe crossing signage and pedestrian signals, with walkways ending abruptly into drains. While UKM provides safe pedestrian infrastructure within campus, safety measures end at campus boundaries, creating a gap in responsibility with local authorities.
Next is transportation plan. First, we are proposing an integrated multimodal transport system. This system will connect various transport modes like MRT, KTM, bus, and micro-mobility option to reduce travel time, ease congestion, and increase accessibility. With a unified fare system and real-time information, the system will make public transport more convenient, reducing reliance on private vehicle. Next, public transport-oriented development (TOD) focus on creating mixed-use development around transport hubs such as MRT and KTM station. By concentrating residential and commercial space near transport node, we reduce the need for private vehicle and promote walking and cycling, fostering a more sustainable urban environment. We are also prioritizing the promotion of non-motorized transport, encouraging walking and cycling, especially for short distance trips. This will reduce congestion, reduce emission, and improve public health by creating safer and more accessible pedestrian and cycling space. In line with sustainable goals, we are focusing on low-carbon transport initiative, expanding the public transport network, promoting electric vehicles, and transitioning public transport to electric or hybrid buses will reduce emission, improve air quality, and make Kajang. Additionally, we will implement smart and intelligent traffic management framework. Using real-time data, traffic signal will adapt to current conditions, reducing congestion and improving flow, especially during peak hours. Public transport will also prioritize at a key intersection for smoother commuting. We will also focus on route network optimization and capacity enhancement. Upgrading intersection, expanding road, and introduce carpooling will improve traffic flow without significant road expansion. Lastly, improve pedestrian infrastructure. So, the sidewalk will be widening, crossing made safer, and pedestrian-only zone will be introduced. Accessibility feature like ramps and tactile paving will ensure Kajang is walkable for everyone. Next is short-term planning. First, we will focus on MRT and commuter integration. To reduce waiting time and improve reliability, we will increase KTM commuter frequency, especially during peak hour, and extend operating hours for both MRT and commuter service. We are also improving physical connection between stations and introducing a unified ticketing system, allowing commuters to use card for both service. Next, to improve accessibility, we will expand bus service by increasing bus frequency during peak hour and extending route to another served area. Additionally, we will introduce feeder bus to connect the neighborhood to transport hub. Introduce eco-friendly bus equipped with real-time tracking. For traffic congestion relief, we will implement dedicated busway and optimize traffic signal in real time to adjust signal timing based on current traffic condition. This measure will help reduce congestion, especially on busy roads like Jalan Reko and Jalan Semedi. In terms of pedestrian infrastructure, we are widening sidewalk and installing safer pedestrian crossing. Pedestrian bridge and underpass will be developed at key intersections to separate foot traffic from vehicle, ensuring safer and smoother movement. We are also introducing park and ride facility near a key transport hub to reduce congestion in the town center. This will be secure and well-lit, and feeder buses will connect park and ride location to station, making commuting more convenient. To further enhance mobility, we are developing cycling paths in high traffic area, providing bike parking and repair station. This will encourage more cycling, reduce reliance on car, and improve the city environment footprint. Finally, to address parking issue, we upgrade multi-story parking structure, near transport hub, and upgrade existing facility with smart parking system, allowing real-time tracking of available space and improving efficiency. This initiative aims to reduce congestion, improve accessibility, and promote sustainable mobility in Kajang.
This slide presents the 30-year long-term transportation planning strategy for Kajang. Future transport demand, based on the 4-step transport model, indicates rising trip generation due to population growth, suburban expansion, and major trip generators, such as UKM, with strong residential, employment, education, travel flows. Long-term planning focuses on model shift towards public transport, walking and cycling, and reassigning traffic from congested route to public transport and non-motorized networks. For the road network and demand management, the strategy emphasizes optimization of existing routes through selective widening, junction upgrades, and intelligent transport system, while avoiding excessive road expansion. Long-term car restraint measures such as congestion pricing, parking control, and dynamic pricing are introduced to manage demand. Public transport forms the backbone of the system, with capacity upgraded to the MRT Kajang line and KTM commuter, safeguard corridors for future rail extension, a transition to high-capacity buses, and BRT and full bus rail integration through ticketing, scheduling, and mobility hubs. Next, rural-urban connectivity is strengthened through enhanced feeder buses linking rural and semi-urban areas to rail station, supported by mobility hubs at transition zone to ensure inclusive access to education, employment, and essential service. An active transport infrastructure include continuous and protected cycling network, secure bicycle parking, pedestrian-friendly streets, shaded walkways, traffic humps, zone, and safe crossing with universal design. Transit-oriented development also focus on high-density, mixed-use development around MRT and KTM station, reduce parking provision, and improve pedestrian permeability to support compact urban growth. Finally, smart and sustainable systems include intelligent transport system for congestion management, low-carbon transport solutions such as electric buses, and digital platform for seamless multimodal journey planning and payment. This slide presents the impact assessment of the proposed transport strategies for Kajang. For traffic flow and network performance, short-term improvements such as higher MRT and KTM service frequency, expanded feeder buses, and dedicated bus lanes reduce peak hours congestion along Jalan Reko, Jalan Semenye, and Jalan UKM, leading to reduced delays and improved level of service. In the long term, transit-oriented development and parking control help moderate traffic growth and improve travel time reliability and network efficiency. In terms of environmental sustainability, reduce private vehicle use and lower vehicle kilometers travel, together with a shift to public transport, walking and cycling, reduce emission. Compact development and low emissions or electric public transport fleets further support climate goals. For social impact and accessibility, safer pedestrian environment and better crossing facilities improve safety, while enhanced first and last mile connectivity through feeder buses and microtransit improve access for students, elderly, and low-income groups, supporting long-term social equality and quality of life. Regarding economic impact, reduce congestion, lower commuting and vehicle operating costs, improve accessibility, supports labor productivity and local business and transit-oriented development, increase land value and attracts private investment with long-term benefits outweighing initial costs. Finally, system reliability and long-term resilience are strengthened through intelligent transport system, real-time data for adaptive network management, flexible planning, and strong institutional coordination. This slide outlines the implementation strategy for the proposed urban transport measures in Kajang. A phased implementation approach is adopted. In the short term, over 3 to 5 years, priority is given to improving public transport integration, expanding feeder bus service, and upgrading pedestrian and cycling infrastructure. In the long term, up to 30 years, transit-oriented development, car demand management and smart transport system are introduced. Phasing allows cost control, reduced disruption, and adaptive prioritization. For institutional coordination and governance, Majlis Pembandaran Kajang leads land use planning, local routes and active transport facilities, while transport agencies such as MRT Corps, Prasarana and KTME focus on service, capacity, reliability and integration. Coordination with UKM and key institutions support student mobility and safety, supported by clear roles, regulation coordination, meeting and shared data platforms. In terms of financial and resource planning, short-term measures are funded through existing government and local authority budget, while long-term projects rely on federal funding, public-private partnership, and TOD value capture. Cost-effective strategies such as demand management, intelligent transport system, and service optimization are prioritized with phased investment aligned to expect mobility and economic benefits. Public engagement and behavioral change are supported through awareness campaign, stakeholder consultation, and clear communication on service improvement, safety, and environmental benefits. Incentives such as integrated ticketing, reliable service, and better working environment encourage a gradual shift away from private vehicle dependency. Finally, monitoring, evaluation, and adaptive management involve regular assessment using key performance indicators such as congestion, ridership, safety, and emissions. Data-driven evaluation and adaptive management ensure the transport system remain resilient, responsive, and sustainable in the long term.
In conclusion, Kajang transportation system face significant challenges such as traffic congestion, limited public transport options, and pedestrian safety concerns. However, the proposed solution, including an integrated multimodal transport system, expand bus service, and improve pedestrian infrastructure, offer immediate relief and enhance accessibility. Long-term plan focus on enhanced public transport capacity, smart traffic management, and rural-urban connectivity will ensure Kajang transportation system remain resilient as the population continue to grow. By prioritizing sustainability and environmental goals, this strategy will reduce congestion, improve traffic flow, and contribute to a more efficient, equitable, and eco-friendly urban transport system. The overall is to create a transportation network that meets the needs of Kajang residents while improving their quality of life.